I don't know if this is the political noose or operational noose around the governor's neck, but it seems to get better, then something pops up. Here's the latest from Target 12 on this.
We write to inform you.
A Medicaid termination notice, a family's health care in jeopardy.
Said that I had died. As you can see, I'm not dead.
What went through your mind when you got that letter?
I was just shocked.
The state told us this was an isolated issue, but after our interview aired, we heard from several people who said they received the same termination notice. This is not an isolated incident. I too received the letter. Another viewer, I got the same, that my son is dead and he's still going strong at 20 years old. A third, my mother was told that they had verified my death and actually had the nerve to ask her if she was sure that myself nor anyone in my family had passed away recently. So we went back to the state with more questions. In an email, spokesperson Carrie Perry said the state is continuing to research this issue. It's clear that there are some individuals who are receiving notices that their Medicaid coverage will be terminated because they are deceased, when in fact they are not. The state is continuing to work with Deloitte to fully diagnose and resolve this issue as soon as possible to ensure that these individuals have the coverage they need. Deloitte is the company that built the nearly $500 million benefits eligibility system known as UHIP. As we've reported, system glitches have affected benefits for tens of thousands of Rhode Islanders, including Medicaid, child care assistance, and SNAP benefits for food.
Oh, no, it's UHIP, but that's Susan in here, Susan. It's magic. But well, no, she calls it Bridges.
That's one of the names that they use.
Right, they're trying to change the dialogue or the conversation a bit by calling it the Bridges program or something like that. Oh, let me see if I got something straight. I paid attention, but maybe I missed something. Are people getting notices that they're dead?
People are getting notices that their Medicaid is going to be terminated because of a death in the family. Sometimes the death in the family is the person who's receiving the letter.
Okay, maybe I've missed something here. What is the concept of writing to somebody who's dead about them being dead and not getting the service anymore?
What the letter says is it appears as though you or somebody in your family has died. Because of that, your Medicaid eligibility has changed. If you dispute this, here's how to reach out to us. So it's kind of that one.
If you dispute that you're dead, this is a definite Monty Python, I ain't dead yet opportunity. It's not funny for people who need the program, and it's not funny for the overall UHIP saga, is it?
Well, and the problem right now that we're trying to figure out is we don't know how many people this has affected. The state wasn't able to pinpoint any sort of a number at all. We know it's at least 4 or 5 from the people that we heard from with the exact same story, that their Medicaid was going to be terminated as of November 30th. But beyond that, the state isn't sure how many others are affected by this.
All right, give me the 60-second version of where we were and where we are right now with the program in totality. They've made some progress.
There has been some progress, and that's been noted by the DHS officials last month. I think they made their way through 22,000 applications across all of the different programs. So that's significant, right? They're doing better. The special master who's appointed to oversee the whole UHIP system because of the SNAP benefits for food problems, he said he's seeing progress. But everybody is kind of hesitant to say where the light at the end of the tunnel is. We're still seeing these glitches. We're still seeing these issues coming up.
And it's really interesting. What is the definition of the light at the end of the tunnel? Or what is the definition of all fixed, doing what it's supposed to do? Because this was supposed to be not just something that was going to fix communications problems in the social service industry. This was supposed to be new age, user-friendly, pop on, check your benefits, and
everything was supposed to be integrated. It was supposed to be one-stop shopping for where you could go to make sure you're getting everything that you're entitled to.
Right.
And as we reported earlier in the fall, it was supposed to pay for itself by 2018. Obviously, we're not even close to that.
Right.
So I don't know that anybody would be able to exactly say what the light at the end of the tunnel is.
You've been at this story. You haven't missed a beat. Are you hearing from people in the administration that they actually think there is going to be a day when customers, meaning citizens of Rhode Island, are just going to, pop up their computer and go, oh, let me just, well, that was easy for everything they need, or are they just holding on for dear life hoping the thing doesn't blow up?
No, I think there is, I think there is hope. They're doing constant fixes. They are, in their coding, if you look at some of the data sets that they put out for the weekly legislative reports that the Oversight Committee requested, they're doing hundreds and thousands of fixes a week on little things. Every time a problem pops up, it's logged into the system, and they go through and they try to diagnose and get through it.
The special master was appointed for a part of the program.
For part of the program, for the SNAP benefits for food, which is related to the ACLU lawsuit.
What's the chances of, in the 2018 political season, the governor just saying, you know what, special master the whole doggone thing? That would be a political liability for her.
You're the one that does politics.
Right.
I just report on the issues.
But the politics involve the approach, yes?
It's something, it's definitely a conversation, right? You can't escape the fact that a lot of the voters depend on a lot of the things that are
and they know what's
perfect
going on
right now.
So if you have a problem with your UHIP Target 12, you're taking notes,
yeah,
right?
Send me an email.
Send
I'm
me an
always
email.
looking. And that's how this story kind of came to be. They said it was one issue,
Right.
one isolated issue, and then we aired the story and found out it wasn't.
Folks, continue the good work.
Thank you.
Thanks. Final word and we come back. React to the Alabama election and more, both here and on the radio at 3 on WPRO. Thanks for watching. Good night.